for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Air Force's offense has the ball first today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within your...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Air Force! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So the Navy Midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that.
Brings it in down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Navy quick to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Navy will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly to the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Burns. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A methodical drive, soul crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll do it himself. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Navy will have to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner will be brought down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of...
He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. There he goes.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Falcons are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Under fire. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They go right back to it, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep.
I love the execution by the defense here. Hey, listen, the jet sweep obviously more and more popular. We got to contain the edges. We can't let him get wild outside. Nice job containing the football, everybody rallying and limiting the damage on the play.
Creates a little room. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Moffitt. Got his man on the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Navy offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, they're after him. Turns it loose deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Navy quick to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Set.
From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Finds a little space. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Navy quick to the line.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Motion from the back. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fighting off the defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got a man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Jeffrey. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. At the 45 on its way. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gaines. Touchdown, Air Force! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they make big plays for you.
Looking for a man. It's Moffitt. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's open on the right. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Here comes the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Navy quick to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Got it! And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need...
And he will score! Touchdown, midshipman!
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Burns. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. There's a heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
And Navy will go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Navy quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking for a man. It's Moffitt. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job.
Turning it on. Just continues to fight for yards. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Touchdown, Navy! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gaines. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be changing the route. Slithers into space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Falcons come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Falcons will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on third and 10. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Jeffrey. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Moffitt. They're setting up the screen. Hard running there. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
He splits the uprights. Just over a minute to play, guys. Still enough time for a finish here. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Some people in this situation would say take a knee. Some people say let the clock run out. I'll go win it in overtime. I say go for it. I like it. I think the coach says the same thing. Passing the ball a little bit down the field here. Be aggressive. Go try to get the win.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Gaines. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. That's it, 5. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
It's complete to the left. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Moffitt. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really